everybody, it's your girl Sofia back here on Sofia's Football Talk for yet another Fantasy Premier League. This time, of course, previewing game week 8. But before we do that, we do need to do a little short roundup summary of game week 7. Make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up, as well as subscribing. We are on the road to 5k subscribers, so let's make it happen, shall we? And let's get into the nitty gritty. So as you guys can see, for game week 7, I got 50 points overall. Flecking gave me 2, Cole gave me 1, Gabriel gave me 2, Anderson gave me 1, Palmer gave me 6, Luis Diaz gave me 1, and Buemo gave me 8. Thank you. Rogers 3, Saka 16, Delop, the Ipswich player, gave me 6, and Haaland, who was my captain, who still hasn't really scored in the last, I think, 2 games in the Premier League, gave me 4 points. And of course, you can see the bench as well. Henderson 3, Vardy 2, O'Shea 0, and Masraoui 1. So not the best, what should I say, game week. A little bit above average, but still, I haven't really, done the best. And also, with the transfers, I made 2 transfers for this particular game week, so minus 4 points. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully, game week 8 can be a lot better. That's what we need to bank on. So for game week 8, I decided to put Henderson in, as Crystal Palace will be facing Nottingham Forest away. And I decided to then put in James Justin to transfer him in, as why not? His Leicester will be facing Southampton away. And I was thinking we'll just get rid of Colwill, because Chelsea, they won't be keeping a clean sheet. I mean, I'm not saying that Leicester will 100% do that themselves, but I was thinking, why not? Gabriel's still there, of course, as Arsenal will be facing Bournemouth away. I don't know if Arsenal will be bopping Bournemouth off the park. Probably won't be the case, but I reckon that they'll still do just enough to get the job done. Maybe a clean sheet, you never know. Fulham's on the Shen will be facing Aston Villa at home. That can definitely be a difficult game, but I think it could be a draw. You never know. Maybe Anderson gets himself on the score sheet. Maybe doesn't even play. So we have to wait and see. Cole Palmer, vice captain, of course, as Chelsea will be facing Liverpool away. I definitely think this game will be very, very close. I almost feel like it could be either a draw or maybe a win for Liverpool. Just for the Anfield vibes, basically. But it'll be an interesting game. But I have a feeling that Palmer probably will be scoring. So I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet for either one of the teams. For sure not. And I decided to bring in Brennan Johnson, who's been killing it for Spurs for several games. 7 goals in the last 7 games? After deactivating his Instagram account due to abuse. Wow, he's rising up to the occasion for sure. Spurs will be facing West Ham at home. I reckon Spurs probably will win, but you never know, though. You never know. Even though Lopetegui hasn't been doing too well, maybe, just maybe, this West Ham team could fight back against the Spurs. We have to wait and see, of course, but I decided to get rid of a Luis Diaz. Maybe hindsight might have been a bit dumb. Technically, I realized when I made the transfers with Justin and Johnson, technically, by mistake, I put in Madison. So I think it probably will be a minus 8 points for this week, unfortunately. I think that might be the case. And that's my bad. I have to kind of just die on that hill. It is what it is. But, yeah, I was like, you know what? I think Johnson probably will score again. That's just what he's been doing. And then we still have, Mbuemo facing my Man United. I don't have a single Man United in this 11 here, as I transferred out a few of them for the last game week. I rarely like to have players on my FPL team that will be facing my Man United, just because it just leave a sour taste in my mouth pause if, you know, that set player or players ends up, racking up points against Man United. But it is what it is. We have to just do it. And I think Bermo is going to have a field day, generally. We still have Rodgers here, as Villa, of course, will be facing Fulham away. Rodgers have been doing very well overall, but against Man United, right after Villa had that historic great win against Bayern in the Champions League, Rodgers was one of many who didn't really step up, who was very underwhelming in that particular game. So I think he'll probably rise up in this game, but you never know, to be fair. Saka is in doubt maybe for this game, but I think he probably will be starting, as once again, Arsenal will be facing Bournemouth away, and we have Delap, the Ipswich player, who will be facing Everton at home. I think it'll be a tough game, as Everton, especially with the likes of Dwight McNeil, has definitely been showing up, but Delap has been scoring some goals and, getting some GA up, and I think he probably will continue to do that. And Haaland still my captain. Wolves away, but Haaland done very well in Norway's, games in the international break, except for, of course, the final game against Austria, where we got slapped up 5-1. But in the game against Slovenia, guy did score a brace, and he's now Norway's all-time top goal scorer with 34 goals at the age of 24. Pretty amazing to me, pretty amazing indeed. So, yes, hasn't been scoring the last 2 games in the Premier League, but I do think he probably still will be scoring here. He might score a hat-trick, He might actually show up with that freaking hat-trick. So, there you have it. These are my players in my FPL team. I generally don't know. Right now, we're just doing this for vibes. And making these videos keep me accountable in order for me to actually make sure that the team is up to par. But I'm no expert, guys. I'm just going with it. I think it's fun playing it, but yeah, I've been having unfortunately howlers. But it is what it is. I hope that you like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Comment your team, how you did in the last game week, right before the international break. And of course, also how your team is looking like for game week 8. Thoughts about this team, let me know. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we, of course, are on the road to 5K subscribers. So let's make it happen. And if you want to win a football kit of your choice, then do indeed join my Fantasy Premier League. Link plus code is in the description box. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Sophie's out. Bye-bye.